Hello, everybody, and welcome. Sorry for the late start, but we're getting ready to play some Rime of the Frostmaiden. We are using Discord and Fantasy Grounds. I want to say thank you to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. If you would like to support this content, you can find Rethink Gaming on DM's Guild, or you can find Rethink Gaming on Patreon. Or you could just click the hibbity-doo and maybe subscribe to this video if you happen to be watching it because you're one of the 3 people that did. Okay, last time we played, the party made their way over to Bryn Shander and were hired, so to speak, by the speaker to go north to a prison and interrogate a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. She suspects that the Brotherhood is attempting to take over the 10 towns. Also, the party had spent some time carousing and learning rumors, lots and lots of rumors, and playing with a automatronic fish. One of the rumors, though, was that a man named Copper, also here in Bryn Shander, has some information about how to bring back the sun.
Oh, no. No, I reject that.
Anyway, let's throw up a map of the 10 towns. Whoops, lock tokens. Who's locking tokens? Get out of here with that. All right, so the party is denoted by the letter P on the map. They're in Bryn Shander, as mentioned. And Bryn Shander as a lovely little villa.
It's a big one.
Looks like that. At the moment, they are hanging out at the Northlook, which is the very, very north end of town. We have a new player joining us tonight whose character Arlene is, I think, connected to one of the other party members. So take it away. Tell me how this character is going, what brought her to Bryn Shander, and whom does she know? Or we can make that up real quick.
Making it up real quick sounds really great.
Okay, great.
So I don't know who she knows,
Okay.
but what brings her to, I guess, Bryn Shander would be,
Adventure.
yeah, adventure, totally, always adventure. She's just kind of wandering around trying to find somewhere that she can, I guess, kind of fit in. Since she is from the Fae, she doesn't really quite know where she's going. She doesn't really know much of the material plane.
Okay.
So she's just kind of wandering, and I guess she found whoever wants to take her on as an accomplice. She kind of just tagged along with them, just I guess for a ride to see where all she would go, I guess.
Accomplice is a good word since we've been hired to do murder.
Yeah, I don't want to say this, but when you asked what your profession was, I hoped it had something to do with murder because that's kind of our MO.
Saving the sun, but murder's a distant second.
I was waiting right there because when you asked Bob, why she was here in the description, if she had said saving the sun, I would have literally had to stab someone.
Okay, so where is she from before this?
She she got kicked out of the Feywild.
Oh no.
Yes.
Not that hard to
did
do,
some
though.
Very bad things, to some Eldrin children. We're not going to talk about it yet.
She messed with the children and got.
So
Taking a dark turn right out of the gate.
yeah, it's something she'll go into later on. But she I don't really know.
Old Chester the molester over here.
Okay. So how about this? She was hired by a wealthy pasha in Kalimshan to search for a gnome. You were given a drawing, but it's hastily hand inked or charcoal, I guess, and it's kind of smudgy. But this is a female gnome with brown hair. The facial features are not very distinguishable, but you are up here looking for a gnome from Kalimshan.
All right, sounds great.
Look at you just making that up on the spot, Bob. That's why you're the DM.
There is a reward for her return, dead or alive,
Ooh.
or simply information to her whereabouts.
Is it the same reward for dead as for alive?
It is.
Excellent.
Okay. That said, you know Oslo Tengroves, having previously spent time together guarding a merchant caravan. Fair enough?
Oh, great to see you, Arlene.
Sounds great.
So having recently arrived in the 10 towns, making your way to the capital city, as it were, into the only inn, not wanting to sleep in the church because that's just uncomfortable, you come in to see about accommodations and run into your friend Oslo eating some stew for breakfast.
Well, if it isn't Arlene, it's come on, take a seat, join us. We're just enjoying a little stew here. I don't think this one has any rat. You guys check?
That's always reassuring. Thanks, Oslo.
That's what I do. Well, everyone, this is my good friend Arlene. She joined me one time. We were guarding a caravan. It was
Did you successfully guard it?
yeah, it was somewhat eventful, but we successfully guarded it, and it got to where it was going.
Well, excellent. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Arlene.
Arlene, these are my friends. We've got A-Rod. He's a good guy. He likes to. She's trying to save the sun here.
Savior of the sun.
Yeah, savior of the yet to save it, but we're getting there, buddy. We're getting there. And this is Imar as well. She's a ranger, right? Ranger by trade.
She is.
And yeah, they came here. We all came here from. I can't even remember. It's just been so long, you know. Our new home now is 10 towns. Ranger by trade. And then we got our new friend here, Warren, and he is not Warren and Peason. He's just Warren. And we had a Dragonborn buddy. He was good, but he went off to go mete out justice on his own in the frontier. But yeah, we're just going to go find some Arcane Brotherhood dudes to go mess them up. Sound like fun? You want to join us for that? Don't know what you came here for.
I don't see why not.
Excellent. There's plenty of killing to go around.
After the murders, we're going to save the sun. That's our main quest line.
Yep, that is on the docket. You know any information, Arlene, about the saving of the sun for 10 towns in Icewind Dale? Do you have any information? Any leads?
So Arlene would not be familiar with what you're talking about, I don't suppose.
I don't think anybody
join the club, dude.
I honestly can't say I know what you're talking about.
That is totally fine. I don't even think A-Rod knows what he's talking about.
I'd buy
He has
her an ale.
some fevered dreams.
I've seen the sun when I was south of the mountains. and I will bring it back here.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time staring into the sun in his youth.
So one of the features that your character will quickly notice is that north of the spine of the world, the sun never actually rises. It's heavily obscured behind clouds for most of the day. You never get much above twilight throughout the entire day, and the nights are incredibly cold, even though we're in the north, colder than anyone is used to. So that is what is meant by bringing back the sun.
I don't know.
It's a perpetual winter. It's been going on for about 1.5 years. But unless you've been up here, you wouldn't know.
On the subject of cold, have you got any cold weather gear?
I think we have an extra set in the party inventory.
So that actually brings up a good question regarding my character.
Mm-hmm.
She is in a winter mood. So would she just, like, would that be like a, I guess like a immunity kind of thing to winter conditions?
I don't know. Let's check. Doesn't look like it, no. She probably still will want to bundle up for comfort and survival.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
one of our previous companions died a fairly horrible, tragic death, and we've just been toting around her stuff at this point. So you could have her gear probably.
So the party sheet that they're talking about, by the way, in the top right is the button with 3 people on it, and that has a tab called Inventory. There's 3 unclaimed items here. If you want one, just grab a whole little dragon head and drag it from there over to your character sheet.
Oh, she opted for the magic lantern instead of
No,
the cold weather cloak.
Oslo took the magic
Oh, I
lantern.
that was just Oslo.
I'm sorry, can you walk me through where to go for that again?
Sure. And here, let me...
Upright, there's an icon that looks like a bunch of people having a party.
I can even share my my non-dungeon mastery
Oh,
screen.
I think I got it.
Yeah, so it'll open the party sheet, and then you can you can just grab stuff from them.
Yeah, it's that little guy. You just grab the dragon head, drag and drop it. There you go.
Cool. And I also realized that I was looking over my character sheet, and I don't have any weapons or spells right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Oh, they didn't come in?
Minor details.
I don't know if I set them beforehand.
Aha.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
really
no
unprepared
worries.
this session, which is unusual for me.
She woke up this morning in the inn and just completely forgot to prepare for the day. Rushed downstairs to get some stew and
Right.
didn't
That
prepare
sounds
anything.
that sounds like me.
All right, let's see which situation we're in. Looking at the D&D Beyond copy of the character, and yeah, no inventory. So,
There's some cold weather gear,
definitely some cold weather gear.
like a dagger.
I wonder if... No. Wonder how D&D or how Fantasy Grounds handles that. Great question.
Handles what?
Starting equipment.
Oh.
Never done it because I've always brought that in.
You've always given your players an extra 6 gold to buy their starting equipment.
More than 6, but yeah. I mean,
Well, inflation.
all right, so she's not wearing any armor, right? What kind of magical focus do we suppose she would use? A wand or an orb?
Wand.
All right. So there is your ignore reagents item. Let's give her a staff because why not?
Yeah.
And a dagger because you might need to cut something.
I'm digging this music that I started.
You started this music?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was you.
No, I didn't intentionally.
No, and it was me.
All right. Then let's get what kind of a pack? Diplomats, dungeoneers, entertainers, or explorers?
Entertainer. Fingers crossed.
What's good for Arlene?
I'm sorry, can you go over the list again?
Diplomat, dungeoneer, entertainer, explorer. Probably explorer?
Yes, looking at the... Yes. It's gonna be the explorer.
All right. So that will cover quite a few things there. What's her background?
Oh, I think I actually picked that one. Haunted one.
Oh,
All right.
I don't know if that was a good O or not.
it's intriguing.
Haunted by something so terrible you dare not speak of it. Okay. So you get even more stuff. You get Monster Hunters pack.
Arlene, you've got this far away haunted look in your eye. What's up? Have you seen some stuff?
She's just kind of shivered away. Like, anyway. So, what was this thing that we were talking about?
Oh, murder. Murder's for
Right.
hire.
Right.
All right. That plus some money, and you've got some abilities, or some inventory rather. Now we need to flesh out some spells. So your racial tides of chaos came over. That's good. What do you want to do for... Let's see, she's a 3rd level sorcerer?
Yes.
Someone probably knows off the top of their head what she should get, but I don't. 3rd level sorcerer knows 4 cantrips and 4 spells of up to 2nd level. Any
Okay.
idea?
Wild magic.
Yeah, wild magic.
It's how many?
4 cantrips.
And
So
Can I
Should take-
do... Sorry, go ahead.
Let's say you should take like crazy useless stuff.
you could have either 2 second level spells and 2 first level spells, or 3 first level and 1 second level.
For my cantrips, can I do control flames?
Ooh, and shape water just for balance.
Firebolt, green flame blade, and thunderclap.
okay.
To
Got
Earth
those-
Tremor first level,
Okay.
Ice Knife first level,
Gotta get magic missile.
I also endorse magic missile.
Everyone loves the magic missile.
Oh, I don't have Toll the Dead. That's sad.
Not as a sorcerer.
I guess Magic Missile then.
All right, and then something for second level.
Um,
2, right?
She only gets 4 total. We've got 3 firsts in here.
Oh, 3 first?
she automatically has Dark Vision, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not wasting that spell. um,
Get light vision just to balance out dark vision.
No.
Invisibility or...
what about Vortex Warp?
Okay. Maybe. There it is. Oh, this is a Strixhaven one, huh? I have no idea what this spell does. Enjoy it.
No, this is awesome. You magically twist space around another creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. They can choose to fail, so she can cast it on us to get us out of dodge. Or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice within range, and the range is 90 feet.
It's like Misty Step for your friends instead of yourself.
It's amazing.
Okay, so you'll find on your character sheet the bottom tab says Actions.
Okay.
This is where you'll find your weapons and spells. It's got some dice that you can pick up and drag and roll. On the spells, you'll see a little loop. It looks almost like a magnifying glass. And you click that to sort of expand, and you'll get your dice out of there. So check that out. Find that magnifying glass. That'll come in handy when we get ready to roll some stuff. All right, there you go. So that save you would take and drag and drop on somebody on the map.
Okay.
And that's how the automation works. Okay, so that said, you now have equipment and spells. And some gold.
Yay!
I put some gold on there for you too.
Thank you.
Gosh. Make it rain on me, Bob.
I still never got the ability to prepare my spells, but I just kind of keep the same ones prepared all the time.
You can change it anytime you like. If you open the spells tab, you can drag and drop whatever spells you want to use on your character. Being a druid, you have them all.
Yeah, but it doesn't let me prepare them. It used to, and then it changed, and now I can't prepare them.
Oh, there's a view for that. So on the Actions tab, on the bottom, you put it into mode. You're in preparation mode right now.
Yeah, but I don't have a way to choose which one I'm preparing. I'm sending you a screenshot of it, Bob.
I'll put the screenshot on the stream for all the people who are watching.
Like, it took away the check marks I had to actually choose what I had
Oh, I
prepared.
see what you mean. Yeah, I wonder if that's a bug. I don't know. They may have changed how that works. Because yours looks completely different from everybody else's. You have these little buttons on yours. Everybody else has to click the magnifying glass to get into that. Huh. Don't know. I'll have to... Oh, wait. No, still not. You had it on display actions, which is cool. But even under group and summary, I still don't see any checkboxes. Interesting. I don't know. We'll look that up later. I trust you. In terms of the adventure at hand, though, what do we want to do?
You'd probably find this copper guy, right? If before heading out of town. He was in town, I think.
Yeah, we should probably head him, and then I thought we were going north. I thought there was like a lady and a pirate ship and some things like that north.
Yes. Yes, you heard about a whale that can give rides and a pirate ship.
like a nice whale ride, but there was the prison, right? We gotta go to the prison and
Yep.
find the guy.
And also up there somewhere is the island where the Frostmaiden herself lives, and you've been warned against getting too close.
You probably got the sun.
What can you tell me about this Frostmaiden?
I hear she has a rhyme.
So you guys were given some information about that last week. Do you remember? The white dragon who was operating the bar in East Haven is a worshiper and had some things to say.
I personally know a lot of things out of character about her, but I don't know what Oslo knows.
He said she was a very good lady, and we should keep sacrificing people to her. She rides a chariot through the sky.
Do we know anything about her personally?
She's a minor deity. You could make a religion check if you wanted to try that route.
Yeah.
He demands sacrifices from all the people in the 10 towns, and each of the towns.
Whoa, I randomly threw a die.
Yo!
Oslo did that.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember
I
doing
told you it's like throwing dice. You
Yeah,
literally
so
grab the thing and eat
this.
it.
I'm blind.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we do know she demands sacrifices from all the people in the towns, and each town sacrifices different things based on their ability to do so.
If you want to find your skills, you open your character sheet and go to the skills tab, and then right next to each skill is a dice that you can either double click out of there or you can, yes, pick it up and roll it. You need to roll it in the chat window or no one else will see it. There you go.
Good rolling.
Oof. That's rough. Makes sense, though.
Okay, Oslo could tell you that Oral, also known as the Cold Goddess, the Frost Maiden, Ice Dawn, the Goddess of Winter, the Frostbrite Queen,
He has a lot of names.
is a fickle, vain, evil deity who primarily was venerated out of fear.
It's kind of the opposite of basically any of the gods that you would have worshipped. You know, kind of like.
Well, Arlene may know of her as the Queen of Air and Darkness, as she's also revered by the Fae.
Oh.
Or right up your alley. But yeah, she's basically the 10 towners around here. They blame her for everything that's happened, or venerate her for everything that's happened. She's basically, whereas Lathander, Saloon are your goddesses of night and dark, of day and night. She's kind of your goddess of winter and the winteriness. And yeah, she's apparently, allegedly responsible for all this. And considering the way that the gods typically do this kind of stuff, I wouldn't put it past her.
She is the embodiment of winter's wrath, arrogant, capricious, and unpredictable. She takes
She's like me.
great pleasure in torturing her enemies and harassing her foes. Sacrifices and worship to her is done out of fear. As an evil goddess, her main goal is to cover the realms under ice and snow.
Kind of bad news for the rest of all of us here in the material plane. Also, we find this one crazy like owl person who worshipped her a long time ago that had like sentient trees and plants and stuff?
Yes, a druid.
Or was I hallucinating
Nope.
again?
You did. You found a winter druid.
Yeah, that was fun. That was interesting. So they animate the things around here, which I don't know about you, but I think that's kind of a perversion of nature. Erod's pretty much against it. But yeah, they tried to pick a fight with us. We backed down, but yeah, they're kind of just annoying.
Arad's pretty much against anything that's not life, death, or nature.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything that I know about Arl, DM. I think.
Yes. Not a lot more to know at this point.
Bad news. That's what I know.
Yes, and being a god, if she is in fact in that upper area that they told us to go to, I think really the only person who would want to go up there is A-Rod, but we'd have to do a lot of convincing him that the sun is up there.
I think the sun is up there.
If
That
the,
might be enough.
if the sun is there, we go.
We is a strong word, but you could go.
I will save the sun.
I'll put my hand on Arad's shoulder and go, I'll go with you.
Sounds like a party. And it's funny because I'm an Arctic druid, so
I didn't peg you for suicidal Arlene, but great.
Yeah.
Speaking of bringing back the sun, did you want to swing by the house of the Morning Lord?
I want to go find the copper guy.
That's what I meant.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm
He
down
hangs
for
out at
picking
the house
our-
of the Morning Lord.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say I'm down for picking our battles and going after these small fry arcane brotherhood. I think that's who you're referring to, Warren.
Well, the lady, the speaker of the town and leader of the council, if I remember correctly, she had asked us to go visit the prison to speak with the guy and perhaps arrange for an accident for him if applicable. But before heading out of town, I think we were also it was suggested to us that there was a guy named Copper who had some information about something. I think he had a buddy or something who was missing or something. I don't remember the details, but it seems like we should probably, before heading out, we should probably just take care of that bit of business, I think.
All right, so heading over that way then, yeah?
If anyone's got a better idea.
Sounds like a plan to me. I've been in a coma for about a month, so
It's true.
Sure, why not?
All right, located near Brindshander's Northeast Market Square, this modest converted house serves as a gathering place for worshippers of Amanot. I can't do this. Amwantor. Amwantor.
Oh, sure. I'm a big fan.
God of the sun, known to take both male and female forms. A retired human adventurer named Mishan runs the shrine and aspires to see the sun regain its rightful place in the sky over Icewind Dale. Inside is a blazing hearth, as well as many large torches, each burning with a bright light. The room is warmer than you've been accustomed to since coming up north. It's mostly empty right now, but there does appear to be an acolyte sweeping between the pews as you enter.
Ahoy there, acolyte.
The man looks up, makes the sign of the Morning Lord, and says, "Blessings be on you."
and on you, may the sun shine on your on your home someday.
we are brave adventurers on a single-minded mission to return the sun to its rightful place in the sky.
You're among like-minded folk. Please, help yourselves. Worship as you see fit.
Well, if you're on a single-minded mission to bring the sun back as well, why are you sweeping?
My role is a small one, but I do as the Morning Lord commands.
Do you know someone named Copper? We're looking for old
He gets
Copper.
a disgusted look on his face. My lord forbids me to lie. May I instead ask why you wish to see Copper?
I honestly can't remember.
He is an eccentric, strange little fellow, best avoided.
Is he unsavory in some way? Has he done any bad deeds?
He he takes getting used to.
So, at this point, real quick, Arlene's gonna change to a spring Eldrin, kind of lifting up the mood a little bit. And she's like, how about you tell us more about what it is that you do here?
Thank you. Yes, well, my role is the temple keeper. It's my job to make sure that this building is in good repair, clean, and ready for worship at all times. I am to do this for a year. I have 4 months left, and then may return to the south.
How did you end up here?
The bishop's assignment duties, and this is a rotation. Few followers of the Morning Lord choose to stay in Bryn Shander.
So, where is it that you would be returning to?
I've always wanted to go to Baldur's Gate, actually.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite familiar with that area. What's in Baldur's Gate that attracts you?
It's a vast city, very metropolitan, though not quite as wild as Waterdeep.
I heard that the castle lanterns were bred with demons.
Oh my. I don't know what that means, but that sounds terrible.
I would stay away from places like Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate if that's the case.
I've certainly had my fill of Waterdeep. I can't see that I'll go back.
Waterdeep is fantastic. I grew up there. I've spent a lot of time. Big fan. Big fan. The Opera House is top notch.
I was there for the celebration of the sun. I've had my fill.
What happened at that?
It's just so many people. And so many heathens at that. They're multi-worship churches. It's very strange.
So you were telling us about this copper. Where might we find this miscreant?
I did mention strange, didn't I?
You just sure did.
I'm surprised we can't hear him banging around. He looks up above. Michonne rents him the space. He uses it both as living quarters and workshop. There's a self-made ladder on the outside that you could use to knock upon his door.
Workshop? What sort of work does he do?
He's a rock gnome, sir. He tinkers.
Are you saying all rock gnomes are tinkerers?
Forgive me if I've offended. Is that not true?
Most of the best rock gnomes I've ever known didn't even have hands. How could they tinker?
I apologize. I'm ignorant of such things.
I'm sure he didn't mean much by it. Well, see, they are on quite a mission to speak to Copper, so how about we leave you to your duty here cleaning the chapel, and I hope you get to see what was it again? Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
I hope you do get to see that again soon.
Thank you. And as I said, if you need anything at all, just let me know.
Thank you. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
My name is Arthur.
Thank you, Arthur. I'm gonna do the sign that he did to us at the beginning.
He smiles.
I'm gonna shoot him finger guns. Both hands.
Before you said finger guns, I was about to be very scared for him.
He waves,
Yeah.
not quite knowing how to respond to that.
Sure. You said there's a ladder?
That's what he said.
That is what he said.
So you're going outside?
Yeah.
All right. Around the back of the building, leading to what looks like it would have been a barn loft door, is, a ladder. It's made of 3 or 4 different pieces of wood latched together with rope.
We knock.
Real quick before we head up there, what is it that we need from this fella again?
Information.
But information regarding what exactly?
I don't recall. What is this the guy who was? Didn't
He
he get
was-
lost, or he had his friend get lost, or something?
I thought he was bragging that he knew how to bring back the sun.
Oh, that's right. He was working on a device or something. Tinkering, probably. He had a device. He had a plan and a device to bring back the sun. That's what it was. Let's just shout up there and say, "Copper, Copper, are you up there?"
Okay.
Copper, we are your friends.
The shouts don't elicit a response.
I'm gonna go back to Arthur.
Okay. He's replacing one of the torches in its sconce.
Oh God, she thinks that he lied to us and she's going to kill him.
So I'm gonna put. She changes to Autumn,
Okay.
and she's like, Arthur, I'm sorry to bother you again, but is there any way that I can help you?
No, I don't think so. I haven't much to do before Michonne returns.
Who's Michonne?
Oh, Michonne is the mother of this church.
And what does Michonne do?
She leads us in worship. She does all that she can to support the one she calls a mentor.
And who is that?
You may know him as Lathander, the Morning Lord.
Interesting.
He's a god.
So, you could go on this rotation. Where else do you rotate to?
We're allowed to make requests, but we don't really know. We could be sent anywhere that is touched by the sun.
Interesting. So why is it that you have such a thing against, Copper?
His creations are unnatural, unnerving, really. He's also pernicious and argues constantly. Michonne takes offense, by the way, when you refer to Amontor as Lathander. She does not view them as the same deity. And Copper will argue this, I believe, just to make her upset.
Do you really think it's to make her upset?
Well, wait, did you come with?
Sounds like.
I'm still over at the ladder.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to climb that ladder.
I'm sorry. It was just like, she thought she was by herself with him.
That's fine. I cannot have come.
So, Arthur, you mentioned Copper's trinkets are unnerving. Unnerving how? Like, what is the most bizarre thing he's created that you dislike strongly?
Oh, that has to be his bear suit.
His bear suit.
Yes, he dresses as though he's a bear. He says it's to stay warm, but honestly, you don't need all of that to stay warm.
And he's a furry.
So, if we were to get in touch with Copper, how would we get his attention?
When we need him to do something, someone risks their life climbing that ladder to pound upon the door. He does have his own chores that he is assigned to do as part of his rent. You could remind him for me. That way I don't have to speak to him today.
Yes, sure. What chores does he have to do?
It's his turn to fetch the water.
Got it. I will go ahead and remind Copper for you. Is there anything else that I could help you with?
You've been more than helpful enough. Thank you.
All right. Well, it was good to talk to you, and I will get right on that for you. And I do the sign again, the sign of the sun.
He returns the sign.
Yeah,
And
it's
then-
finger guns.
I'm gonna walk out.
Okay. So
towards,
outside, somebody's climbing the ladder?
Yeah, I climbed.
Okay. You're a little heavy for the ladder, but it will probably hold.
Oh, okay.
It's giving a little bit in a way that's unnerving. You bang upon the door?
No, I shout down to Arad and say, you should climb up this perfectly safe ladder. It's very secure.
All right, I'll climb up it.
While he's still on it?
No, I'm at the top of it.
What are we doing?
Oh,
Well,
I
I'm
thought I was waiting until he got to the top.
Yeah, I'm at the top. When I
Well,
shouted
so
down.
it just leans against the house.
Oh.
You can open the door and then would have somewhere to climb. But it's
Oh, I see. There's no.
no landing. No.
I got it. So at the top of the ladder, then I just bang on the door several times, cop style.
Okay.
Yeah. Copper, open up in there. We know you're in there.
It's not my turn!
We don't want any trouble. Open the door.
We're your friends, Copper. We have come to save the sun.
I'm busy! I keep telling you, leave me alone!
You better open this door. On my count of 3.
You hear clicking and clanking and a bolt sliding back. The door swings open and there's a gust of steam tinged with a bit of sulfur and smoke that comes pouring out of the top of the building now that the door is open. You see a man whose face is ruddy with soot, wearing a teddy bear suit. Only his face appears. His hands are mittens. He's got the ears and everything. He looks like Teddy Ruxpin wannabe gnome. He grins at you. I'm sorry. I thought you were those worshippers.
No, Copper, we don't worship though like those people do.
Listen, it's a little uncomfortable here standing on this ladder. You mind if my friends and I come inside? We just want to talk.
Mind your head, he says as he scoots back in.
I duck down so my horns don't, catch on the door.
All right, so you come inside a machine-laden attic. The ceiling is about 4.5 feet at the apex and slants in both directions.
I'm going to climb up the ladder as well, but
Is anybody not climbing up the ladder? Okay, I'm assuming you're all taking turns climbing the ladder.
Good assumption. Never split the party.
I am with everybody, just passively.
Excuse me.
This is an interesting place you've got here. Copper, what are you building here?
He hurriedly pulls some plans away and rolls them up. Patentable ideas.
Understandable. Understandable. We're not here to steal your ideas or your inventions. And we certainly could if we were so inclined. I mean,
Which we're not going to do.
absolutely
No,
not.
we're not.
Absolutely.
We're heroes on
Copper.
our
Well, if it's
way to
about
save the
this
sun.
suit, I've made this very clear. It's one of a kind. I will not make another one.
Not the suit. I mean, the suit is fantastic. I do like a chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I say this is it suits you. It
It's
suits you.
so warm, he says as he gives himself a hug.
I'm sure. I'm sure that it is. But yeah, you know that raises an interesting point. It keeps you warm because it's convenient because it's so cold outside. I was wondering because we had heard a rumor that you may have some ideas, some thoughts, maybe some kind of invention, something of that sort to maybe warm things up a little bit. Maybe encourage the sun to make a return, that sort of thing.
He looks sort of sullen and sad for a moment, sort of glancing down and to the left. Yes.
Oh no.
Well, it was a good idea. It should have worked.
Oh no. Did something go wrong?
I was working with a partner on a device that, yes, should be capable of returning the sun. However, it's far too dangerous, and we had a falling out.
What happened?
What makes it so dangerous?
Well, the sun is immensely powerful, you see, and we were never able to quite perfect the device.
Was it a device to implement nuclear fusion?
I'm not familiar with nuclear fusion, but the idea was to harness the power of the sun to burn away these clouds so that it may shine itself through from above.
And what went wrong? It sounds like a good plan.
My dear friend Macradius and I worked on it for months up at his cabin. He wouldn't see to reason, though. It was too dangerous. We don't understand the power well enough to contain it inside a device. It could explode.
Oh. But it didn't explode. It just you were worried about the potential.
It may well have by now. I don't suppose you're going north anytime soon.
Could be. Could be. So you had a falling out with this what was his name? Macradius, you said?
Yes, that's the one. Brilliant man for a human. But he, again, very stubborn.
What are the chances that you would give your device another try?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to speak to Macradius first. See if he's made any progress.
What is it that you're working on? Are you not working on the same device?
He looks shiftily to the right and pulls a tarp down over a pile of gadgets.
I'm gonna walk up to him and put my hand on his shoulder. Like, it's okay, you can tell us. How about this? In exchange for your insight onto your project, I'll head north and I'll talk to him and see if he's made any progress and see if we can get you back on that project. Let's see. I'll do your chores for you tonight. I'll fetch you the water.
He says, "Can I trust you?"
Of course you can.
He
You can trust us.
looses... Good.
I'm also a scientist. I'd be overjoyed to help you.
He looses one mitten and pokes his hand out of the sleeve, extending a single hooked pinky finger.
My goodness, what happened?
Do you promise?
He wants you to pinky swear. He's not mutilated.
Absolutely.
not
And I
familiar
give him
with
my
this
hooked pinky
process.
finger. And I lock pinkies with him.
She's not familiar with this process. They don't do this in the Fae.
I'll follow Oslo's lead and also do a pinky promise.
Well, once Oslo accepts his extended pinky, he gleefully jumps up, claps his hands together, throws the tarp back, and says, "This is my favorite invention.
Oh, tell us about it.
Retractable snowshoes." He takes out this thick-looking metal boot. Eh? Eh?
That's remarkable, sir.
How
That
does
is
it work?
amazing.
Well, if you squeeze your toes together, he reaches inside the boot, trips the thing, then several pieces of metal come unfolding, spring-loaded, flipping out, and it goes, "Ptah!" And it's shaped roughly like a large metal snowshoe.
What do those retail for?
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't want to sell them at Black Iron. He's got a terrible reputation.
Or
And I only have the left foot working.
Could
But-
we perhaps help you getting the right foot to work?
I can solve this problem myself. What are you trying to say?
well, Oslo is very clever. He might be able to
I'd
help.
to see. No, I'm not trying to take over your project, okay? I'm simply trying to figure out how we could use these to help us travel further north.
Yes. Well,
How else are we supposed to talk to your friend?
I've not yet started on the right foot. However, I should be able to get it done in about a week.
Oh, excellent.
I wasn't quite finished working out the kinks, you see. But I think it's ready for testing. You're strong, aren't you?
Like an ox.
Good.
Is that relevant?
The design so far is rather heavy.
Oh.
I'm worried about its effectiveness in the snow. But someone as strong as you should have no problem.
We'd be happy to test it for you if you'd like.
Wonderful.
Under real world conditions, out in the wilderness.
Come see me a week from Thursday. I'll have the right foot ready.
All right. That's a deal.
Wonderful.
listen.
Testers. And listen, you don't know any barristers, do you?
What's a barrister?
Wonderful answer.
To be fair, I'm not even sure Aaron could fit into this guy's house, depending on how small it is.
I mean, he's crawling if he's up there.
Yeah, because I mean, I am pretty big.
Yeah, Copper, point of clarification here about this this nuclear fusion in the bottle device. You said there's a chance it could explode. What sort of probability are we talking about here?
When I left the project, it was near 100%.
Oh, I see.
How is it that you calculate that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all hear that.
What is that?
It sounds like there's a tractor.
It's the fan. Aren't you sitting by a fan? It's coming through on Oslo's mic. There we go.
Near 100%, you say?
Yes. The math should still be in the cabin. Macradius will show you if he's not too proud.
Hmm. I'm asking because I think we could probably help with that. Our friend here is very interested in doing anything he can to help return the sun, and I think you'd find that he would like those odds. He might be willing to test that device for you.
I most definitely would. If it might bring back the sun, I would do it.
And I am willing to take that chance.
Well, you should have very little trouble locating the cabin to the north.
You have directions?
Yes, simply go to Tourmaline and continue going north. Once you're on the other side of the wood, you can't miss it. It's a large black cabin in the snow.
And this, what's his name? Macradius. Macradius. He's a good sort. He's not weird. Not dangerous. Likes visitors.
He's not a fan of bear suits, but otherwise okay.
And how long is this travel to the cabin?
Well, that depends. Are you walking or taking dogs?
I'm sorry, or what?
Dogs, sleds.
What is a dog?
Yes, so walking then. You can get to Tourmaline in 6 hours. The cabin itself is probably 6 past that.
Okay.
So about half a day's walk.
Does he? How long has he been out there? Your friend?
Last I saw him was 2-3 months ago, I guess.
What? What? I mean, this cabin sounds like it's pretty far out there, pretty inconvenient. I mean, what does he do for supplies and necessities?
We insisted on taking the cabin away from anywhere that might be damaged by the explosion. Macradius agrees it's possible. He simply thinks it's only 98% likely.
Well, I was just wondering if he has everything he needs way up there. I mean, he's pretty isolated. Does he?
Does he leave the cabin to get food, or does somebody bring it to him?
He has a snowwalker friend. I've never seen him. But he is well supplied by this friend.
All right.
Do you know this friend's name?
I don't.
Well,
Thank you, Copper.
yes, thank you. You've been helpful. Good luck with the snowshoes. If you need some legal representation in or marketing help with these, happy to help.
Yes, well, we'll see how the testing goes.
Absolutely.
I have no desire to be back in court.
What's this court you speak of?
I was going to ask, but I didn't want to make you improvise anymore.
You're my dearest friend, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. I simply find it unfair to be facing punishment for allowing others to test your things.
Oh, was there an incident?
It's hardly an incident. We live in a world where such things can be replaced by magic.
Of course. Of course. I'm sure it was a small matter. Trifle. Nobody, nobody died or anything.
It was her left hand.
I mean, that's not even the good hand.
I agree.
Right, I barely use my left hand and I use magic.
And as I said, quick trip to the clerics can be restored. I don't understand why I was persecuted.
No, it's a travesty. It's an outrage.
You hear from below thumping on the roof, or well, from your floor. Someone is banging a broom handle.
We're having a business meeting.
Yeah.
I believe
Stomp on
someone said she was going to fetch the water. He grins towards the Eladrin.
She did.
I just nod and slowly make my way out of the room.
Business meetings first, then you can have your water. We have important things to take care of here. Like fixing the sun, finding
Yes,
it.
fixing the sun. We're gonna. I think we're gonna check on your friend, make sure he's okay.
Yes, wonderful. And you could see if he's made any progress on the device.
Do you? Is there anything you want us to tell him?
Yes, well, if you find him in a good mood, tell him, especially if he's still alive, that I'm sorry.
Sorry.
He shouldn't have lived by now. So if he's alive, I must have been wrong. And I seldom ever am.
Okay. Well, we'll deliver your apologies to the man if we meet him for sure. And then our acquaintance here can help test the device. A win-win for everyone.
Especially me, if I get to be the hero and bring back
absolutely.
the sun.
Absolutely. Just press that button and bring the sun back.
If it happens to blow up and I die, well, then I'd never know that it didn't work and I didn't bring back the sun.
It would be heroic. Heroic. I mean, if you died and in the effort of bringing back the sun, I mean, bards would sing tales about your heroism.
That they would.
Well, all right. Well, you've been very helpful, Copper. We'll take care of that water situation for you.
Wonderful.
After we rescue the sun.
No, we're going to do that first, and then we'll rescue the sun.
I'm already on my way to take care of that.
Told you.
So carrying water in the blowing snow is one of the most miserable things you've done in a while.
Need any help with that water? How much water are we talking about here?
2 buckets.
Oh. Well, still. Need any help with that water?
I just nod and I hand him one bucket.
All right. I take 1 bucket.
And then I use both hands to hold the other one.
Safety first. All right. So have we left down the ladder with these buckets, or are we still just standing there talking?
Well, so the water is for the temple. So to do that, you would go and get the buckets and fill them and bring them. And several minutes later, you're done with that.
All right. Okay. Time passes, and we bring it, and it's miserable. Okay. We tell the guy, Arthur, we brought you mucho water, my friend.
He's disappointed that Copper didn't do it, because Copper never does his chores, but thanks you nonetheless.
Copper was integral to the whole thing. He helped. He brought the water back mostly by himself. He got winded towards the end.
I Are you trying to deceive him of this, or are you just pulling his leg?
No. I'm telling him I'm
All
telling him how it went down. So he got winded at the end, and he just couldn't go on. And we thought, the least we could do is help get this water to the people who needed it.
Okay, let's see how convincing that is.
Okay.
Especially since he's a prince of a foreign land and just needs like 3,000 gold to unlock his inheritance.
Okay. Well, he seems pleased. He says, "I'm very glad to hear you got him to do his part."
He's a good man. He's a good man. Little eccentric, but fundamentally all right.
Okay, where to?
So with respect to the stuff, everything that we have heard about so far is all basically north of here. Yes.
Yes. Well, you're kind of in the south. The only thing that's south of you are the goblins. Somewhere in the south
Right.
is a goblin fortress.
But we had the whale, we had this cabin, we had the jail, and something about pirates. Right?
Yes.
Do we have any idea, like relative to each other, where they would be? Like which one's closest, or are they like spread out, or would we just not know?
You know the jail is the farthest. Revel's End is at the tip of the earth, so to speak.
That was the one to go to the lake and head east or whatever for a while along the shore.
Yes.
Okay. Which one's closest?
Well, the cabin is just on the other side of Tourmaline, so it's not even to the Sea of Moving Ice. It's definitely closer.
Okay. What do you guys think? Go to the cabin on the way north, further north, or do something different?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I agree. I think the cabin will be our best bet right now.
And we've never been to Tourmaline, so Hey, before we go, Oslo, what's up with that lantern?
What about it?
I don't know. Is it is your spider sense tingling? Is it doing anything? Does it do anything?
Well, it's supposed to detect Qinghua, but I haven't seen or heard or anything.
Give it a shake or something. Like hit it.
Good
Hit
idea.
it.
Yeah. I start shaking it and seeing if there's anything.
Okay.
You're actually rolling something.
Don't you always roll something?
Yeah.
Nope. The lantern does not light up.
I think it's broken.
Well, these things kind of can do that. So.
Is it otherwise just like a regular lantern?
Yes.
Is there any? Did anybody do anything to actually detect any magic on this thing? Is it possible this was just like a crazy lady?
No, I detected that it was bad.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right. So I guess we can just infer there's no chewingas around. We should probably like check it once in a while, maybe. But does it have limited uses or anything, Bob?
No. When it's within 300 feet of any elemental creature, the flame it's burning turns bright green.
See. Okay.
I'm sorry, what counts as elemental?
Wingus.
I think it has to have the subtype element.
Yes.
Well, it exists specifically for us to be able to find these things called Qinghuas.
Oh,
A
Chinglings.
person gave it to us to find these little elemental dudes. You might allegedly know of them because allegedly they're fake creatures.
Chewingas, as I like to call them.
Chewingas.
Okay.
Chingwas is the southern pronunciation.
Oh, well, there is no Critical Role person pronouncing this for us today. How sad. We could always ask Google to do it, I guess.
No, it's good. Either way, Chingwas, Chewingas, whatever it is. So maybe we should just consult it once in a while as we travel, I guess. Like, I feel like we're supposed to be checking it or something.
So we're off
Chewinga.
to the cabin, is that correct?
Yeah, Tourmaline, and then on to the cabin, I think is the closest option. Maybe they know something about this cabin in Tourmaline. Maybe they've heard of the guy.
All right, so we're heading that way?
I'm gonna turn back to Arthur real quick.
Okay.
Arthur, I'm sorry to bother you again. Copper was saying something about some cabin up north. Do you know anything about it?
No, not a thing.
Do you know of a way that we could maybe get there faster than walking?
Most people travel by walk. You could wait for the caravan and go with them if you're worried of safety, or you could always get sled dogs and take them.
Where would we get these sled dogs?
Well, they're quite expensive, see, but you should be able to acquire some over at Black Iron Blades.
How would you get there? Would you take the caravan or some sled dogs, or would you just walk?
I would definitely not travel alone. It's far too dangerous.
Well, I wouldn't be traveling alone. I have my group here. But if you were to join us, how would you go? Would you take the caravan or walk? Or splurge on some dogs?
We just saw the caravan, so I wouldn't expect to see it for another week and a half.
Point of clarification, Arthur. Just saw the caravan?
Yes, I believe it stopped here in town 3 days ago.
3 days ago. And where was it headed after that? North, south?
East.
East, I see. All
Does
right.
it have a specific route that it follows all the time?
It does, yes. It's the lifeblood of the 10 towns.
There's a gentleman in the caravan that we were hoping to speak to. So
Do you have a map of this trail? Maybe we can use the map to track down the caravan.
No, I've never drawn a map before, but they touch each of the towns in a loop, spending a day or two at each one.
Do we happen to have a map?
Yeah,
no, but we've walked all over the 10 towns.
this is what the area map looks like.
Also would likely have kept some sort of map. Because he's that kind of extra.
Oh yeah. That's plausible.
Okay.
Well, I call continuity error, Bob. Like, we would have surely run into that caravan if they.
No, you
That's
guys
what-
decided not to follow them. They went down to Goodmead and Dugan's Hole.
Fair enough. All right, I get it.
I don't know. It could be a continuity error on timing, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. If anybody from the caravan should stop by, let them know that we said hello.
Oh, it's unlikely any of them will come in here, but if they do, I will.
Oh, of course. Excellent. Oh, I just released Targos is on the way to Tourmaline. We haven't been there either.
Do we have any plans to head down towards Boulder Gate?
It's very far.
Just any way in that direction. Maybe Arthur can travel with us for a little bit.
No, he told you earlier he's assigned to this church for 4 more months.
Well, we don't know when we're going to head back, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll hit this town again.
Well, sure, to get our reward.
What reward? Oh, yeah. Speaking of, are you going to go by and pick up your letters?
Oh yeah, of course.
It'd
Yeah.
be a long walk north if you didn't bring your paperwork.
Hey, as I recall, she was going to cover some or all of our expenses.
She said she would give you a writ to that effect. Yes.
Yeah. Does that include first class travel by sled?
Only one way to find out.
Hmm. We'll get the letters.
She's not there, but her steward gives you the package. Wishes you best journey.
Well, thanks. What's in these letters? I'm not much of a reader.
He doesn't know what's in them either.
I'm asking the group. Somebody here reads.
Oh, I see.
Oswald probably reads.
I read. Imar reads.
So
The rabid
there's-
squirrel reads.
Sure.
There's a large leather pouch. There are 2 letters stamped with the official seal of Bryn Shander and 1 sealed in wax. Folded and sealed.
Oh, we're supposed to deliver that one?
Yep.
Cool. And the other one says we get everything we want. Everything we need.
Yes. It's a bearer writ. It says that the Speaker of Bryn Shander will cover all costs required by this party for the mission they've been assigned.
I think we should stop by the Northlook and use this to clear up any tab we've accumulated here because of the guy with the crazy interest rates. And then maybe check out the sled dog situation.
Okay. Neither proprietor are happy about this situation, but both begrudgingly agree. So your debts are wiped clean at the Northlook, and you can get, if you want, as many as 6 sleds. Because that's all he has.
It's a lot of sleds.
Yeah, I don't think we need 6 sleds. How many people can ride on a sled?
2.
So we need 2.5 sleds. 3 sleds because Nini will be back.
Yeah, she's tagging along.
Yeah, she's here. She's right here with me.
Oh, I didn't see her on my date in my mention in my journal so far today, so forgot to count her.
That pistachios guy. Sirenscape, you're killing me.
Yeah, I think 3 sleds, right? Does that cover us?
It's up to you.
Well, there's 6 of us, right?
If you don't want any extra room, yes.
Oh, do we need it? Yeah, well, fair point. All right, 4 sleds. Maybe we should take all the sleds. They're all free. What the hell? Why would we leave any behind? Six sleds. We'll take them all, my good man.
Well, he's really unhappy about it, but he won't argue. He knows better than to mess with the Speaker of Bryn Shander.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the speaker. I mean, I've heard, and I have no first-hand knowledge here, but I've heard that when people get on her bad side, she sometimes accidents happen to those people.
All right, so the North Look is also a outfitter's shop. Everything in here is overpriced. Some of it appears to be of questionable quality, but it has every item commonly available in the player's handbook.
It's convenient. Anybody need anything? Last chance for free stuff. Well, how are we for rations and stuff? I think we all have rations, yes.
Well, thanks to Arid's berries, no one's really needed to dip into their rations unless they just wanted to.
Oh, I see.
Yep, and that leaves 4 left over every day that we can't eat.
I think we're good then, right? We got everything we need.
Well, if we find along the way that we've forgotten something, we can always go back and retcon buying it.
Sure. Some oil. How about let's get some oil for that lantern? Make sure we got lots of that.
Sure. Somebody write that down. Okay, so you head north. You come to the lovely village of Targos. By the way, you go twice as fast, so it takes you half as much time on dog sleds. You recall as you're passing through Garrett and his dog Boy. Remember the guy you were calling Kevin?
Right. That was in Targos. That's right. We have been.
Yep. I remember Kevin.
You see him playing with his dog, playing fetch in the backyard, while his husband looks on and smiles, working on his scrimshaw outside for some reason in the cold. I don't know. I'm just trying to draw a picture.
He's out on the porch,
right
in the bitter cold.
They're all
some scrimshaw.
And it's
I waved to them. Ah, it's good to see y'all are happy again.
Oh yes. What's up, Garrett? Everything good? Have you recovered from your injuries?
Yep, they're good. They're very grateful and glad that you helped them.
I forgot that we actually did murder some people. I'm glad you guys survived.
Yep, they all made it back in one piece. You actually escorted him here, so you definitely remember doing that.
We're only good at 2 things: murder and saving the sun.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised we got you back in one piece here, man.
Well, he's definitely glad you did.
He's waiting for us to move on, I can tell.
Nope. In fact, I'm going to wrap us here because we're just a little bit over. We got off to a late start, so that's okay. But we've never been to Tourmaline before, so we'll pick up there when we play next time.
Excellent. I look forward to Tourmaline. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds very French.
It really does. I'm kind of surprised we didn't go to Goodmead, since it seems like most of the party likes to drink alcohol. I'm really surprised we didn't go there to try their good mead.
I'm really surprised you didn't go that way when you saw the caravan go that way.
Me too.
Yeah, that was weird. I've never seen a party go, oh yeah, that's definitely the guy we're after. Bye.
I was like, we should go into the caravan. And everybody said, well,
I think it was one of those things where everybody was like, oh, this is kind of the guy we're after, but we're not sure.
No, this was last session.
Okay. You guys knew better.
Yeah, we were in East Haven. We had a whole discussion about going after the guy in the caravan. We're like, no, it's good. Let's go to Bryn Shander. I'm like, all right, cool.
That's right. We're trying to bring back the sun, not argue with people who have questionable morals
It's like, you know what? In all likelihood, that guy's just going to keep going around in circles around the 10 towns till we decide to care about it.
That's true. All right. Well, good night, streaming land. Going to end this stream here. We'll see you all next week.